Hello dear students, welcome to today's fluid mechanics class. Today again we will see few problems on the basis of flow through pipe. Let us see this problem. A horizontal pipeline 40-meter long is connected to a water tank at one end and discharges freely into the atmosphere at the other end. For the first 25 meter of its length from the tank, the pipe is 150 mm dia and its diameter is suddenly enlarged to 300 mm full stop. The height of water level in the tank is 8 meter above the center of the pipe full stop. Considering all the losses of head which occur, determine the rate of flow full stop. Coefficient of friction is given 0.01 for the both section. And also we have to find out the total gradient line. It is not written in the question, but we have to find out the total gradient line. So this is the diagram of the figure tank, and this is the pipe. It is given up to 25 meter. It is 15 mm, 150 mm dia, and rest of the 15 meter, it is 300 mm dia. And the head of water above the center of the pipe is 8 meter. So this is the given, and total length is 40 meter. Total length is 40 meter, and first pipe is 25 meter, and then second wheel left 40 minus 25 is equal to 15, and diameter of first pipe is 0.15 meter, 150 mm. Diameter of second pipe is suddenly enlarged up to 300 mm, that is 0.3 meter. Head of water in the tank is 8 meter. Coefficient of friction is 0.01. We have to find out the discharge through pipe. And number 2, total gradient line. So let us see how to solve the problem. We will apply the Bernoulli's theorem at, suppose this is the point A and this is the B. At the starting, it is the starting point of the pipe, and B is the end point of the pipe. So we will apply the Bernoulli's theorem just before the point A, just left of point A and at B. These 2 points we will apply the Bernoulli's theorem. Let us apply Bernoulli's theorem at just left of point A and point B. Full stop. And A and B are starting and end point of the pipe. So at just left of the A, it is tank. So there will be no velocity of the flow. So PA by rho g plus VA square by 2g plus ZA is equal to PB by rho g plus VB square by 2g plus ZB plus all the losses between A and B. And PA by rho g is a pressure head. It is 8 meter here from center line of the pipe, and because inside of the tank there is no velocity of the flow, so VA square by 2g will be 0. And let us suppose the center line of pipe is the reference datum level, so ZA will be 0, and at the outlet, it is the outlet of the pipe, so here the pressure head will be 0, plus suppose the velocity in tank, in pipe, small pipe is V1 and in big pipe is V2. So VB will be V2 square by 2g plus ZB, potential head, will be 0. And losses are like this. First inlet loss I at the entrance of pipe plus HF1, frictional loss in this pipe, 25 meter pipe, plus HE, enlargement loss, because here suddenly getting enlarged pipe from 150 mm dia to 300 mm dia. So here will be enlargement loss, and again in this pipe there will be frictional loss, HF2. It is a frictional loss in point pipe, this pipe 2. So HI will be given by 0.5 V1 square by 2G, as we have studied in minor losses, where V1 is the velocity of flow in the pipe. And frictional loss is given by Darcy formula. HF1 will be 4F V1 square L1 by 2G D1, where V1 is the velocity in small pipe and L1 is the length of the small pipe and D1 is the diameter of the small pipe. So in this way the HF1 can be written as, it is a frictional loss in pipe 1. And H is the enlargement loss when flow will enter from small pipe to large pipe, that will be given by V1 minus V2 whole square by 2G. Say this is equation 3. And HF2 is the frictional loss in the pipe 2, that will be given by 4F V2 square L2 by 2G D2, and that will be equal to 4 into 0.01 V2 square into 15 that is the length of the pipe, and 2G into diameter of the pipe 0.3. Say this is equation 4. Now we apply the continuity equation for pipe 1 and 2. We have V1A1 is equal to V2A2, where V1 is the velocity in pipe, small pipe 1, A1 is the cross section dia pipe 1, and V2 is the velocity in pipe 2, that is a big pipe, and A2 is the cross section area of the pipe 2. So by putting all the values we get the relation between V1 and V2. V1 is equal to 4V2. Let's say this is the equation 5. Now putting the values of V1 is equal to 4V2 in equation 1, 2, 3 and 4. All the losses equation, minor and major losses equation, but we got in line 5, 6, 7. So we get H1 is equal to, by putting V1 is equal to V2, we get H1 is equal to 8V2 square by 2G, and HF1 is equal to, by putting V1 is equal to 4V2, we get, by solving this, we get 106.67 V2 square by 2G, and HE enlargement loss in place of V1 4V2, and by solving this we get 9 V2 square by 2G, and HF2 frictional loss in big pipe we get 2 V2 square by 2G. All terms came in terms of V2. So from line 2 and 12 we have 8 is equal to V2 square by 2G plus 8 V2 square by 2G plus 106.67 V2 square by 2G plus 9 V2 square by 2G plus 2 V2 square by 2G. So by adding all the terms we get 126.67 V2 square by 2G, and by solving this we get the value of V2 as 1.113 meter per second, and we know that V1 is equal to 4V2, so V1 we get 4.452 meter per second. From line 12 and 16, line 12 this and line 16 this, we get H1 is equal to 0.505 meter, and Hf1 is equal to 6.73 meter, He is equal to 0.568 meter, and Hf2 is equal to 0.126 meter. All the losses we calculate from line 12 and 16. Line 16 give the value of V2, and line 12 we give all the losses. By putting V2 and G we calculate all the losses here. So in this way we can get the discharge. Discharge is equal to A2 V2, and A2 we know 5 by 4 0.3 square cross section area of the big pipe, and V2 we have already gotten 1.113. So by solving this we get discharge 0.07867 meter cube per second. In liter it will come 78.67 liter per second. Now we have to calculate the total energy line. The total energy just A is the entrance of the pipe, so we will start from the just left of the pipe. Total energy just left of point A is equal to H is equal to 8 meter. It is the head in the pipe above the center line of the pipe, that is 8 meter water level. Only total head is there, pressure head P by rho G, that is 8 meter. And the total energy at A, it is the entrance of pipe, point A is the starting point of pipe A, is equal to H minus entrance loss, H inlet loss, HI. 8 minus 0.505, that will come 7.495 meter. Now next loss is frictional loss in small pipe. So next we calculate the at the joint of the pipe. The C is the joint of the pipe. So C is the entrance of the second pipe. So total energy left of the C, left means just end of the small pipe, that will be H minus HI minus frictional loss in small pipe will be subtracted, that will come 0.765 meter. And again, as the flow will enter in big pipe, again there will be losses, enlargement loss. So at the same point, at the same point there will be two losses. So suddenly there will be minor loss. So total energy just at the right of the point C. Right of the point C means just the entrance of the big pipe. That will be H minus HI minus HF1 minus entrance loss, 0.197 meter. Now the energy loss at B is equal to head loss, head at the starting of the pipe, and then inlet loss, frictional loss in pipe 1, enlargement loss, and frictional loss in pipe 2. So when total minor and major losses will be subtracted from this inlet head, then we will get 0.071 meter. So now by getting this data, now we can draw the total energy line. Let us come on the starting page and we see how to draw the total energy line. Now let us draw the total energy line, total gradient line, total energy line. At the entrance of the pipe, just left of the entrance, total energy is 8 meter. By mistake again I have written A here. You can change the name of this point, and here I have written B. So these 2 points should have some different name. That let me change. So I have renamed this point D. Suppose just at left of the entrance of the pipe, total energy is 8 meter. Say this is given by point from this reference line. It is given by D, point D. That is the upper level of this water level D. That is 8 meter. Now just at the entrance, inlet loss will be there, 0.505 we have calculated. So the energy will fall by 0.505. So let at the entrance the energy come down up to E. That is the subtracting 0.505 we get this energy. Now next we calculate the energy at this point, at the end of this point. Here the total loss we have calculated frictional loss, that is 6.73. So again we subtract from 8 meter 0.505 again, and from that value we are subtracting 6.73, we are getting this point. So now between these 2 points the line will be straight, because as the length will increase the frictional loss will increase directly proportional to length. So between this E and this point the line will be straight line. So we have drawn this straight line as energy line, and again at this point enlargement is there. So enlargement loss H E is equal to 0.568. So suddenly the energy will fall down by 0.568. Again this point we will get. Now again from when again water will enter in this large pipe, now the frictional loss is there. So frictional loss is coming 0.126. So again we are subtracting 0.126 from the energy available at here. So then here we are getting this point, and this much energy is getting loose from here to here due to friction. Now between this point and this point, the frictional loss is here. It is directly proportional to length, so we will get straight line for the energy line from here to here. This is a energy will be vary with straight line, so we will simply meet this and this point, so we will get the energy line. Again this is the total energy line. Now for gradient, hydraulic gradient line, we will make a line parallel to this line by subtracting V1 square by 2G. That will come 1 meter. So at 1 meter we will draw a line parallel to this. Again at this point some energy will lose due to entrance enlargement. Again some energy will reduce here, and again the total energy will lose at here. So one line will parallel to this. So these two parallel line will come here and one here. So the hydraulic gradient line is your assignment for this problem. Okay, and total gradient line I have drawn here, and hydraulic gradient line is your assignment. Let us see one more problem. This is very good concept is hidden in this problem. Problem is like that. An oil of specific gravity 0.7 is flowing through a pipe of diameter 300 mm at the rate of 500 liter per second. Full stop. Find the head lost due to friction and power required to maintain the flow for a length of 1000 meter in the pipe. Full stop. Viscosity, that is kinematic viscosity, is given 0.29 Stoke, that is means it is centimeter square per second. Stoke means centimeter square per second. We will convert it meter square per second. So I will directly convert it meter square per second. First we note the given data. S means specific gravity is equal to 0.7. It is given specific gravity of oil. So density will be 700 kg per meter cube. Diameter small d of the pipe is given 300 mm, that is 0.3 meter. And discharge through pipe is given, that is say Q is equal to 500 liter per second, and it will come 0.5 meter cube per second. And the length of pipe is small l is equal to 1000 meter. Now for power calculation we need velocity. So velocity of flow will be V, it will be Q by A, discharge by cross section area. So discharge is 0.5, cross section area is 5 by 4.3 square, it will come 7.073 meter per second. Now we have to calculate the frictional loss. So we need Reynolds number, because for finding out the value of coefficient of friction is not given here. So we need Reynolds number, then we can get the value of coefficient of friction. So Reynolds number is Vd by kinematic viscosity. It is coming 7.316 into 10 to the power 4. So when the Reynolds number will between 4000 and 10 to the power 6, then the coefficient of friction for the pipe will be given by this relation. This we will have to remember. So by calculating the coefficient of friction, we are getting 0.0048. Now head loss due to friction we can find out 4f v square L by 2gd, that is Darcy equation, and 4 into 0.0048 f we have got in here, and v is 7.073 we have got in here, and square into, we have to calculate the head loss for 1000 meter. So in 1000 meter L is equal to 1000, so 2G into D, 0.3, that is diameter of pipe. So head loss is coming 163.18 meter. Now question is that find the head loss due to friction and power required to maintain the flow. Means power required to maintain the flow. So at the end of the pipe means we need minimum power required. Power required to maintain the flow. Means what minimum power is required at the entrance of pipe so that flow will come out at the other end of the pipe. So the inlet of the pipe, the head should be equal to at least frictional loss in the pipe. Frictional loss in the pipe. If head will equal to frictional loss in the pipe, then the flow will discharge at the other end. Otherwise flow cannot be discharged at the other end, because all the energy due to friction will lost. So there will be no power to discharge the flow at the other end. So for the discharging power through the pipe, at the inlet of the pipe, to maintain the flow in the pipe, head required at the inlet of the pipe should be at least H is equal to HF, frictional loss in the pipe. So in this way, when head at the inlet is frictional loss, so head power required at the inlet will give the power required to maintain the flow. Power required at the inlet of the pipe will give us the power required to maintain the flow. This thing we need to understand. Everything will be not given in the question, in the articles. By knowing concept, we will have to estimate that what is the meaning of this line, power required to maintain the flow. Means at the inlet of the pipe, that much power should be available so that the flow will come out from other side of the pipe. So head at the inlet should be at least the frictional loss in the pipe. So power required at the inlet is equal to HQ rho G by 1000, and should be minimum frictional loss. So H will be HF, we have calculated here. Here we have calculated here 163.18, and discharge is given and rho is given, it is 700 G, and by putting all the value we have calculated power 560.28 kilowatt. So this is a very good problem, because unless we will not have the concept, we will not understand the thing, we cannot convert this problem into solution. Unless we will not understand power required to maintain the flow, this line is very important. Unless we will not understand this line, we cannot convert the problem into solution. Everything is available every data is available, but still if we are not getting the meaning of this line, we cannot convert this problem into our solution. So it was very different problem, I liked it, so I have given you in this lecture. So next class, today's class is over here, and next class we will start next chapter, that is the impact of jet. The flow through pipe is getting over, and I will tell you that at least 5 more problems you solve from Darcy equation, Chazy equation, and from transmission of pipe, and from minor losses calculation where needed, and total gradient line height, including all the things you solve 5 more problems apart from the problem what I have given in the lectures. So thank you.